This is not a test. You are listening to Universal Connection Radio, where everyone is on the same frequency. Choice. The banquet was about to begin. All the guests began to arrive, some alone and some in groups. Great excitement was stirring. Standing at the entrance of the grand banquet hall was a smartly dressed gentleman, greeting all with a smile. Straining to hear the words the smartly dressed gentleman was saying, Adam moved closer with each step. "Welcome, sir," said the host with a smile. Adam asked in a low tone, "Where shall I sit?" The answer was given without pause. "Sir, you may sit wherever you like. The choice is yours, but please choose carefully." Thinking for a moment, Adam wondered what this could mean. Why would he need to choose carefully? Once inside the great banquet hall, Adam gazed upon the banquet tables and the seating closest to him. He thought maybe it better just to take the seat closest to the door, and still contemplating the words of his host, Adam decided to take a better look at his options and moved further down the table. He noticed the various quality and comfort levels of the available seating. Some of the chairs were plain wooden seats, no padding or luxury attached at all. Other seats had minimal cushioning, but appeared somewhat comfortable. Each seat had its own defined quality or lack thereof. As Adam continued to move further and further from the crowd, he noticed the increased opulence and grandeur of the seating. Adam began to wonder why the lesser quality seating was so much more appealing to most. Adam thought about this for a moment and came to the conclusion that the seats closest to the door would of course be the most convenient, and least effort would be needed to acquire them. He considered that it was possible the more luxurious seating was for special guests. Having at this point walked at least halfway down the hall, Adam thought it best to continue and look at all of his options before choosing a seat. Once again, remembering the words of his host, he questioned in his mind if each of his fellow guests were given the same suggestion when entering the hall. Adam decided to take the seat of the greatest beauty and comfort. This seat was at the head of the table, and Adam was sure it was the seat of honor. He felt it important to choose carefully. Before actually sitting in the seat, Adam questioned himself again, thinking if he should think so highly of himself. Why would he leave the crowd? What made him so different? Why would he step away from the rest? Why did he deserve this seat? Standing at the head of the table, with one hand on his chosen seat, Adam looked around and observed his fellow guests. Those who had chosen to take the more convenient seat closest to the door where the crowd had gathered looked extremely uncomfortable. Even though they appeared uncomfortable with their choice, some people made no effort to get up and change their seating. A handful of others who realized the seat they had chosen was not their first choice, but in fearing they may appear different and be judged by the others, they had followed the crowd. These people stood up and began to see their options as more attainable, while those few who had walked further down the hall with confidence and knowing were more mindful of where they sat and not minding what others thought. They were more comfortable and content. The small gathering further down the hall where Adam was had walked further and thought carefully about their choices. These people had made an effort to think. These people believed they deserved the seating they chose and were happy with their choice. Once all were seated, the host entered the hall. In a very gentle voice, he called out to his guests, "Welcome. I have invited you all here to celebrate yourselves. This banquet is in honor of all of you. I have given each of you free will in your choice of seating, free will in your choices of abundance from the tables, from the banquet of joy. Rest assured, you can change your mind at any time. This banquet hall is your playground, and the choices you make only reflect how you feel about yourself and the effort you wish to put into your enjoyment." The host continued in a very clear voice, "You may take anything you like from the never-ending supply. There is always more than enough for everyone." Mark Twain said, and I quote, "Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to pause and reflect."